class of 1971 sit down, please? For some reason, it really feels sunny in this room. I'm not quite sure why, but it really does. And I'm Taylor Smith, if you don't know who I am, and I'm the head of school. I've been at Oldfields for 20 years, but it was off and on. I think as of this year, it's as much on as off. And I did know Jan. And Jan was someone that Holly and I hired to come here. I think initially, and Holly, you can correct this, but I believe as a field hockey coach, a French teacher, and an English teacher, I think. Is that right? And she was in the smallest apartment on campus, just a tiny little apartment. So Jan is very special to me, as she is to everyone in this room. You all, kind of, the fact that there are so many of you here is very much a reflection of how we all felt about Jan. And I'd like to first recognize, and there are too many people to recognize. If you want to say a few words afterwards and stand up and let us know who you are, that would be great. But I want to recognize Jan's husband, John Levica. And John, would you stand up? And John came all the way from Ohio for this. And I never knew John because I was gone before Jan and John were husband and wife. But every time they talk about John, they talk about him as the love of Jan's life. That's how they phrase it. So I kind of knew you'd be like you are. So it really is a credit to Jan that so many people actually volunteered to share their memories. And like I said, if you're not one of the 3 people who will be officially doing that, don't hesitate at the end to stand up and do that as well. And the first person who is going to say a few words about Jan is Lisa Woodwright, who is a member of the class of 1984 and is a trustee of Oldfields. And I'm not going to introduce you any other way, and I'm sure you will let us know your relationship to Jan as well. Lisa.
I knew this was going to be hard for me today. There's no doubt. And seeing these your faces, it's as hard as I thought it would be. So bear with me if I'm a little shaky as it goes along here. And it does feel suddenly here. You're so right. That was exactly my feeling. So, as the door says here, teacher, leader, writer, mentor, friend. Thank you all for being here to dedicate this library octagon room in remembrance of all that Jan meant to Oldfields. Each of us has our special relationship with our dear friend whom we miss terribly. She is smiling over all of us today, even in this rainy day, knowing that we have come together at Oldfields from many places. I'd like to especially thank Taylor, Laurie, and Joan for their attentive work in bringing this special event to fruition. Finally, I'd like to thank each donor who pledged a gift in honor of Jan. Not only are we able to pay tribute to Jan, but we have moved Oldfields forward in burning part of our debt. Jan would be pleased. The mini campaign wraps up this weekend, so if any burning souls out there want to make a pledge out there, please let yourself be known. Jan, no doubt, would have been at her glory teaching in the seminar room that is located here in the heart of the library. It is fitting that she should have a place at the table. The shoe fits perfectly here. Her accomplishments in her short lifetime were extraordinary. She loved a new challenge in her quest to experience and decipher the world. Jan had many eclectic interests: singing in a band, sailing worldly places including the Norwegian fjords, speaking French, taking up golf in her 20s. In her dynamic career, she continually opened new doors. Administrator, consultant, pioneered new coalitions, extraordinary networker, and voracious student who could not get enough degrees. A Renaissance woman. Jan had many layers to her onion, but her best was when she was a teacher. Jan could unlock parts of you that you may not even know yet existed. In Jan's 12th grade English, I was introduced to the world of great philosophers and literary authors. Camus, Sartre, Dostoevsky. Mind-stretching books for a 17-year-old girl. You can always count on a robust discussion taking you down an unexplored intellectual and quixotic roads. English was not my forte. In fact, it was quite scary for me. But Jan taught me to enjoy the journey. She encouraged adolescent women to journey outside their comfort zone in our critical thinking, writing, and approach to life. Jan didn't just grade our papers, she critiqued them. Our papers always came back covered in red ink, but with many thoughtful comments. Jan's passion for teaching was not limited to the classroom. It was also an integral part of her administrative undertakings and her relations with close friends and family. She was my first mentor in the working world. Holly graciously offered me the opportunity to work at the Oldfields admissions office. At the same time, he brought Jan back into the OS fold as director of admissions after a hiatus in the consulting role with Leo Otterbein. A brilliant move. She treasured everything Oldfields stands for. Jan assembled a dedicated group of vibrant young women who served with her in admissions, some whom are my dearest life friends in this room. She encouraged us to work hard, but to play hard too. She knew the need for balance in this all-consuming environment, and the hard play made us an even stronger team in the office. Twice a year, Jan would take each one of her admissions officers to dinner in downtown Baltimore. She was a food connoisseur, as a chance to thank you and to mentor you outside the office. These dinners were her opportunity to challenge our self-imposed limitations. The status quo was unacceptable. Many women who Jan mentored in their early working years have gone on to be extraordinary leaders. Director of admissions, serial entrepreneur, and current CIO at Dartmouth. And yours truly, chair of the Oldfields Governance Committee. All attribute part of their success to Jan's tutelage. Her physical presence is no longer with us, but her pearls of wisdom endure. As an adolescent student and a naive 20-something woman, she taught me to find her inner voice